Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about string buffer functions in Java. We are going to discuss what is string buffer, how to create a string buffer object, and what are the string manipulation you can do using string buffer in a Java program. String buffer in Java is used to create a modifiable string objects. That means you can create a string buffer object and you can store a string and you can do the modification which will be reflected in the same variable, that is same object. But in the other hand, if you create a string object, that is string variable, you can store the string, but if you do any modification, it will not be reflected. You have to store it into another variable to see the changes. So that is the difference between normal string and string buffer object. We can use string buffer to append, reverse, replace, concatenate and manipulate strings. So these are the modification you are going to do. So how to create an object? So you should notice this statement, observe it. You can see string buffer is used as a single word, then an object, then equal to, then new, again string buffer, open and close parenthesis and semicolon. So this is the statement which is used to create a string buffer object. So you can notice here string buffer is used as a single word and you can see capital S and capital B, that is must to use. So what happens is when you create this in a program, it will allot memory space to store the string. Say suppose you have a string which is got from the input. According to the length of the string, it will allot the memory space. And moreover, you can also use to store the value directly. So you can see string buffer m equal to new string buffer. Within parentheses, you can give the string within double quotes, so that according to the length of the string, it will automatically allot memory space. And also another statement is also used here. String buffer m equal to new string buffer. Within parentheses, a value is given, that is 25. So what happens here is 25 bytes will be stored, will be allotted for the object m. Now we are going to see what are the characteristics of a string buffer. It refers specific length in memory. So we already seen how to specify length for an object. If you want to change, the length can be changed by using string set length method. So this method we will be discussing in this video. So you can set the length of the string. If a string is bigger than the size of the object, the exceeding size of the string are truncated. Suppose if you are setting the size of the string as 25, if the string exceeds that, the remaining whatever is available after 25 characters will be truncated, that will be removed. If the string is smaller than the size of the object, it contains extra characters as /u000. It is nothing but space. You can call it as garbage value. Okay. So space will be represented with /u000 will be stored in there. Now we are going to see the first method, that is append method. So here what happens is the function is used to add a string at the end of the another string. So that means the meaning of appending is joining to the string. So if you already have a value, string value, if you add another string value to that, it will be appended at the end of the string. So you can see an example program is given. You can see string buffer s1 equal to new string buffer. Computer is the value given. Okay, that will be stored in s1. Now I am going to show that what happens before appending and after appending. So I am printing the original value, that is s1, before appending it. Then you can see s1 dot append applications. That means already s1 is having computer, that will be joined with applications, and then after the append you can see that output will be shown like this. So before append it is computer, and then after append it is computer application. So two string has been joined here. Next function you are going to see is set character. This function can be applied to replace a character with another character at specified index. So you can see an example here. You can see s1 object has been created and it is given the value commuter. Okay. Now this m will be replaced by p. Okay, that's what I am doing here. So before that I am going to print it, and then you can see s1 dot set char at third position. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this m, that is second m here, will be replaced by p. So after that what happens? So you can see here, before it is commuter and after it is computer. So it means you can replace a character, okay, by specifying it, specifying the position value and the character. So you can set the character at the position by giving what character you want to replace it. Next function is insert function. It is little different from the previous one. You can insert a string. Okay, this function allows you to insert a string at a specified index to another string. So what happens is, if you are inserting in between, the remaining characters, that remaining string will be moved towards its right. Okay, so you can see an example here. String buffer s1 equal to new string buffer. You can see computer fun. Okay, so what I am going to do is, I am going to include is here. So computer is fun. Okay, so before that, what I have to notice is, I have to see where I am going to insert it. So I have to count how many characters after computer. Okay, you got 8 characters here. That means the position value will be 0 to 7. So 8th index value is the space. Okay, so you have to specify that. So s1 dot insert, and which position you are going to store the string here. So 8th position. So from in the 8th position, this word, that is this string, will be inserted. So before that, I am adding a space so that it look like a sentence. Okay, then after that, you are going to see the output. So here before computer fun, and you can see that after insert function is used, you can see this has been inserted in between, and the remaining string which will be moved towards its right. Okay. Next function is delete function. This function is applied to delete the characters from the one index to another index in a given string. So if you want to remove in between, or if you want to remove a specified number of characters from a string, you can use delete method. So you can see an example. The same example is given, computer, and then you can see s1 dot delete 2, 4. That means from the second position till 4 minus 1. So that means 2, 3 will be removed. So you can see here 0, 1, 2, that is M and P. So these 2 characters are removed, and the remaining will be modified, and it will be stored. It will be stored in the object s1. Next function is set length function. This allows to set the length of the string buffer variable up to the specified range. Suppose you already created an object, and if you want to increase the length, you can use the object name s1 dot set length, and you can modify it. You can give extra numbers so that it will increase the length of the string. Okay, now the variable s1 is set to the length to the 20 characters. The next function is reverse. This function is used to reverse the characters of a given string. It is just a straightforward method. If you are having a string computer, and then when you reverse it, s1 dot reverse, it just reverses the string, and it is very simple to reverse a given string. Not compared to the string functions, this string buffer will have more effect on the strings. So you can see the output here. Computer, and then it has been reversed, and it will be stored in the same object. Hope you understood some of the string buffer functions available in Java. We will meet in the next video. Till then, thank you.